It's Nolan. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Since I have posted a couple videos, I do appreciate those of y'all that are wishing me speedy recovery and everything from the, wisdom teeth getting pulled. I'm not in pain. I just have oral stitches, and I got to be careful about how I navigate that with the blood clot and all that stuff. But I appreciate y'all. Let's go ahead and get into this Cardi B and Armon Wiggins situation, man. Kind of similar, but not the same as to what's going on between Megan Thee Stallion and Milagro Grams. Of course, we also have to note Cardi B and Tasha K, Nicki Minaj and Nosy Ho. Like this has been a thing that's been going on for the last few years now between people that cover music news, or celebrity news, gossip, and sometimes the things that get covered in these stories are not always factual. They're not always true. And sometimes the personality or the content creator that's covering these things can come up with their own narrative, their own ideas, their own allegations or accusations. And these celebrities are no longer taking that shit. They're now firing back and suing motherfuckers, right? So this is a very real thing. And as you can see, the ladies in hip hop ain't taking that shit. They're not playing that shit, right? Now, Cardi B and Armon Wiggins have a bit of history, right? I don't know how far that history extends, but I do know that, Armon, just like myself, he covers both Nicki and Cardi. He praises both artists. But then when it comes to Cardi, it seems that he can fall off the wagon quite a bit, which is why some people choose to call him a flip-flopper, right? Because he kind of goes back and forth with both. Well, as far as my knowledge goes, Cardi B and Armon fell out within the past month or two. Couple months, let's just say that. Cardi has kind of removed herself from the situation. I think she cussed him out. Armon came out and said that, he's not going to put out anything, I guess, to avoid lawsuits. And that he's going to play the long game and kind of exposing Cardi B's character and things of that nature. I've seen these things play out on Twitter. Now that they're in my algorithm, I kind of see these updates that happen, because I don't necessarily go actively looking for it. Literally, I got notified today of Cardi B going on Spaces, and she was ranting, which y'all know I've grown a little bit weary. I've grown a little bit tired of Cardi B always ranting. It's a little exhausting as a fan. But I heard her ranting on Spaces, and I'm like, who is she talking about? So I had to go Google it. Not Google it, but I did a search on Twitter. Started seeing Armon's name coming up. I'm like, oh my God, here we are back again with this shit. All right. And as I was looking for that, I see that Armon already had a short space as well, where he spoke on the situation. So let's just get to what's going on currently. I believe some sort of announcement was made that Cardi B is going to be coming out at a Kamala Harris rally, to which Armon basically was saying he thought that Cardi B was no longer going to be endorsing any politicians, right? So they say Cardi B to speak at Kamala Harris rally in Milwaukee, Wisconsin on November 1st. Armon then comes and says, didn't she say she was never endorsing a political candidate or politician again? Just fake AF. I guess because all of her peers are doing it, she has to jump in on the moment. So phony. Right? I mean, Jay-Z retired. He came back to rap. Is he phony? So that's the thing, right? You cover the news, and then you put your own opinion in there. And sometimes the opinion can be a little bit stronger than what it may be calling for, right? But based on his experience with Cardi B, she supported his music at one time. They had a relationship. I think they've met before. But Cardi doesn't seem to like the way that he speaks about her. As of recent, they've had some sort of falling out. I don't know all the details. I'm not going to act like I do. In response to what Armon had to say, Cardi B comes out and says, "Eat her." And this was before she even ran. "I don't got to follow shit. I stand on what I believe. I stand on what I believe. And my biggest problem was the issues in Palestine, which she addressed for a ceasefire. She definitely has advocated for Kamala Harris, but I think she got disgusted with the political landscape because she felt like she was used as a political pawn in Joe Biden's election, and then all of the things that she expected from Joe Biden in his presidential run. She feels like he didn't deliver on some of those promises, and she was dejected by that situation, right? Armon says, "You're being a hypocrite." Now, I'm guessing, because there's a screenshot here, she put a video of her speaking on Kamala Harris and her support. But that's basically the size of the situation. However, it's now been taken out of proportion because these are two emotional people. And unfortunately, it seems that Offset has gotten involved and has threatened Armon in some sort of way, right? So let's go ahead and listen to what Armon has to say, and then we're going to pick up on Cardi, because that's the order of how this thing rolled out today. Crazy stuff going on, man. This space, this commentary space, that's why I'm very careful about how I speak on people, what I say about people, walking that line of respect. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a fan of everybody, but I'm a fan of hip hop first before any of this shit. So I try to keep that in mind. I don't acquiesce to anybody, but I also don't push narratives about people to harm their legitimacy or their standing in the public eye, unless their actions are just something to be called out on. But whatever, you know what I'm saying? He don't agree with her endorsing Kamala. Who knows who his presidential candidate that he likes is? But here we have what he has to say about it.
Okay, hello. I want to say this as calmly as possible. If we are, because I have an opinion or because I give my thoughts and I feel like something is a fake move, a phony move, whatever that is, that's not me bullying, picking on you or anybody. But you're not going to keep having your husband threaten me, and you're not going to keep threatening me because I don't agree with something that you say. So you making threats, your husband's already threatened me, so let's let that be what it's going to be. But I'm not about to keep playing this game. I'm not going to be silenced. I'm not going to disrespect. I'm not making up lies. I give my opinion on what the fuck I see. If I feel like it's a phony endorsement, I feel like it's a phony endorsement. That's not coming for you. I'm not recording conversations like you've recorded my conversations and you want to dry threaten me. So let's just put that out there, and I'm dropping it at that. But I'm not going to be feeling like, oh, well, I can't talk because I'm going to be threatened. I'm going to get jumped or whatever the fuck is going to happen to me. I'm still going to give my opinion, and whatever happens after that is what happens after that. Period.
So that's Armon's side of the story. He says that Offset is threatening him. And when Offset steps in, of course, he does try to intimidate people. I don't think Offset has any intentions of running up on Armon nowhere, no time soon. But I'm sure he did try to come in and, as a man, try to initiate himself. And he may have overstepped his boundaries because we don't know exactly what Offset says. And I'm sure in his vantage point, him coming to Cardi's defense, maybe this could save something in their marriage. Maybe this could, you know what I mean? Maybe this could get him back into good graces or something. I don't see it. I don't think that's going to work. And I think, why not invite Armon to a conversation rather than just come and lead with threats. Anytime you start making threats to people, you're definitely doing too much. Okay? I'm going to be fair on all sides of this. Now, let's get to Cardi B with her space and what she had to say about the situation.
I'm the type of person you gotta take me to a fucking breaking point so you can motherfucking take me there. And that's a motherfucking fact. I'm not gonna keep letting somebody think that they could disrespect me, they could bully me, and they could keep trying me. Especially when I have conversations with them, as an adult. Because if you don't respect me being a fucking adult, that means I gotta motherfucking treat you how I motherfucking treat people in the motherfucking streets. And that is a motherfucking fact. Let me tell you something. My dad, my baby dad, never called me out my fucking name. When a nigga is calling me bitch, hoes, I don't give a fuck if you suck dick like me. Don't you ever call me out my fucking name if we're not fucking or if you're not my bet or we not cool like that. If we not cool like that, you can call me a bitch, you can call me a hoe. And I let that shit fucking slide. I let that shit slide. But I'm not gonna keep letting somebody disrespect me. Even people around me don't even let people disrespect me. I let a nigga know plenty of times. Plenty of times. When me and my baby daddy wasn't talking, my baby daddy addressed the nigga because he's like, and I asked my baby daddy, like, yo, did you address this person? You got in this person DM? He was like, yeah, because why does this nigga keep disrespecting you? Every single time I see the motherfucker, he's disrespecting you. I don't even have niggas that, my niggas don't play about me. Whether I'm fucking them or whether I'm cool. In every state. Because I got people in every state. You're not gonna keep fucking playing with me, and that shit is coming from me. Not nobody else, but from fucking me. And I'm letting you know. And I'm not doing no fucking Twitter shit. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not piping nobody up. Stop fucking playing with me. Leave me the fuck alone. Cause I promise you on my kids. Every time you go out, people tell me where the fuck you at. At that time too. But I don't be giving a fuck. Don't let me get there. Cause you keep fucking playing with me. And the shit is coming from my mouth. My mouth. Stop fucking playing with me. Cause I be sparing niggas. Not sparing niggas on the argument shit. Sparing niggas in real life. You don't think people be telling me little stylies, little this every time that they see you around? Cause you'll be around. And I spare niggas. You're not gonna keep picking on me. You're not gonna keep bullying me. I'm not nobody that nobody's gonna bully, especially a man. No man can fucking pick on me. I don't give a fuck if you suck dick like me. Who the fuck you think you are? Try me and try me and try me like I'm a hoe. Now, if somebody that live in West Bumblefuck, I can't do shit. But I be sparing you in real fucking life. Leave me the fuck alone. Shit is getting pathetic, and I'm getting tired of it. There's boundaries. There's boundaries, and you've been crossing them. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with the brim. Motherfuckers think that people are scared to argue. I'm not going back and forth. I'm not doing none of that shit on no fucking social media. I'm not piping y'all up. I piped up too many people. But I'm letting you know right now, this ain't no twist words. Stop fucking playing with me and leave me the fuck alone. Cause I don't bother nobody. Don't come fucking bothering me. Cause I spare niggas plenty of times. And I'm not talking about sparing niggas on no fucking internet time. And that's a fact. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone.
I don't like where this is going. I don't like where we're at. Cardi, you're making threats, just like I said about Offset. I don't support that. I'm not good with that. When you start talking about the brims and stuff like that, people know what that means. That's a signal. I can't support that. Right? Now, if you feel like you don't want to be called a bitch, you don't want to be called a hoe, you don't want to be called out your name, you don't want to be disrespected, I I stand with you on that. If you feel like somebody's talking about you in a way that is biased or harmful or whatever it is, I can understand you wanting to defend yourself. But threatening violence on a person, saying that you've been sparing them physically, you know where they be at, and all of these different things. I understand how things work in the streets, but we are talking about the music industry. We're talking about professionalism. We're talking about you as an artist are being announced to possibly go and endorse a presidential candidate. That's something that would be a measure of you as a woman. So why would you threaten violence about this person because they say, hey, I thought you weren't gonna do that for nobody? I don't know all the behind the scenes conversations. I don't know how tight y'all may have gotten, because the more tight you get with somebody when things go bad, that creates an even more volatile situation. I don't know the behind the scenes, right? But I do feel like this is a lot. This is overboard. This is excessive. I don't know Armon personally. I don't know Cardi at all. But this ain't where we want to be. And I say that on both sides. This ain't where we want to be. As a content creator, I think sometimes we can get a little bit overzealous with our opinion. Like we can just throw the hammer almost like the judge and jury of everything. Yes, our opinion entertains. Yes, our opinion can inform. Yes, our opinion is valid to those that consider it valid. But I think you also have to operate within boundaries. And sometimes we all can miscalculate those boundaries. I'm not saying that I'm infallible or that I don't make mistakes. But I think that at times it's a step back is needed to say, okay, is this worth going all the way for? Is this worth the fight? Is this worth ultimately tarnishing both of our reputations? Because it's going to make you look bad and it's going to make me look worse because the people that are supporting the artist, you now become their enemy, right? Now, if Cardi B wanted to open up another lawsuit, I don't know if she would have grounds for it. I don't know what type of evidence she has that would support that. But if that was your course of action, I could understand that a lot more because you're just trying to back somebody down off you. But when it comes to you trying to be the aggressor and perhaps send people at Armon because you know where he be hanging out at and people are letting you know that they see him out, you can't green like that because people already have a perception about you. You've already had multiple cases. You've already avoided jail time. You've already tried to show your growth away from poor decision making as it pertains to violence, gang activity, all of these different things. So to backslide on these things that you've already overcome, supposedly, it's not a good look. It's not a good indication of who you are. It's not a good indication of where you're going. And ultimately, it's not a good indication of what your fans are supposed to be receiving from you. Right? Because they're going to look at this like, rather than give us the album, rather than give us the entertainment, the things that we pay for and the things that we expect from you, you're entertaining the bullshit more than you're entertaining your fans. And at a certain point, I think a lot of these celebrities, like there is some unavoidable shit out here. But for the most part, if you can kind of minimize your time on social media, if you can minimize, and this is the real deal, if you can minimize your access to the so-called bloggers and content creators, and I know that contradicts what I would like. I would love to interview some of these artists and celebrities and stuff like that and talk to them about their music specifically. But if you feel like somebody's being disrespectful towards you, You feel like somebody has a narrative against you, at a certain point, you might need to start tuning them out rather than lending energy to it. Or you go the way that you've gone in the past, like you did with Tasha K, and you start sending people cease and desist. You start sending people lawsuits and saying, hey, you're not finna talk about me in this way. You've crafted a negative narrative about me in this, and this way. You've talked about my family in this, and this way. You've defamed my character. You've done this. If you have a legal paper trail, take that route. You've proven that you can do that. But all this extra shit is not the way to go. It's absolutely wrong. All right. So that's where I see this. I don't see anyone being in the right. I see everybody as somewhere in the middle, and tensions are rising. And if it doesn't get under control, this shit gonna go left. And I know who has a lot more to lose in this situation. Don't fall for the trap. And I'm not saying Armon is setting you up for a trap. I'm talking about the trap in your mind. I'm talking about the trap that you still think you have to uphold some sort of street cred or some sort of, this gangster bitch thing. And I'm saying that because she uses that term, not because I don't even speak like that. You ain't got to be that person. You don't have to uphold that person. Stand on respect, stand on morals and principles. But a lot of this other shit is just bullshit. Right? And if you've determined that this person that you thought was in your corner is no longer in your corner, that's okay. They didn't start with you. They're not going to end with you. They didn't make you. And I would say the same thing in reference to Armon, because he's going to be here. He's going to keep creating. He's going to keep talking. Cardi B didn't make him. She wasn't with him in the beginning. She ain't going to be with him in the end. I think everybody has to be a little bit more responsible with the platforms, especially these are people with much larger platforms than mine. Keep that shit in mind, man, because this shit could go way left and everybody could be fucked up. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. This shit is going absolutely haywire. Absolutely haywire. I hate to see where we at right now in the game between the content creators, the artists, and celebrities. This is an ongoing thing. This ain't going to stop. More lawsuits are definitely going to come. Y'all better be careful out this motherfucker, man. I know I am, but some of y'all with the narratives that y'all be pushing on a daily, multiple times a day, y'all gonna find yourselves in a rough spot. And I ain't talking about Armon. I'm talking about some of y'all other motherfuckers out there. Y'all shall remain unnamed at this time. And just when I thought everything was over, we now have Armon Wiggins with an apology. Let's go ahead and pull it up because I wasn't expecting this. I had to jump back in, jump back on, put my headphones on and everything to cover this portion of the video so that everything gets covered. You know what I'm saying? I could drag this out and do a whole nother video about the apology, but that ain't really my game plan. That ain't how I do things. So let's get to it. Armon says, I don't want no problems. Y'all got it. We gonna get it without being attached to a controversial headline. As a man, I am Cardi B, answer. If you feel like I ever used derogatory words towards you, I apologize. I don't want to fight. Girl, I'm off it. So I think this is a step in a positive direction. You know, he comes in and he corrects it. He says, hey, I don't want no problems. I'm gonna continue to do my thing. I'm gonna continue to grow. I'm gonna continue to put my content out, show up for my people. And I don't need it to be attached to a controversial headline. Right? Cardi B addressed him as a man. That's why she sent, I won't even say sent, but that's why Offset reached out. And he says, if you feel like I ever used derogatory words toward you, I apologize. The bitch thing or the hoe or, the colloquialisms that get used in the community, I typically just let stuff fly because I think women typically accept it. So Cardi B, she says she felt slighted by him using those words toward her. He says, hey, as a man, if you feel like I did that, I apologize. So that's also commendable on Armon's part by saying, hey, whatever it is, let's clear it up. I don't want the smoke. He says, I don't want to fight because clearly he's been threatened. She was saying that knowledge of where he be at, people be informing her where he's at. She be like, yo, don't mess with him. But letting it be known that she can green light it. So they're like, man, it's cool. Let it go. Clean slate. I respect that. And honestly, I would like Cardi B to extend the same courtesy to Armon and just apologize and say, yo, I shouldn't have threatened you. Just keep it that way. I shouldn't have threatened you. Whatever the disagreement is, we're probably going to continue to disagree. But I shouldn't have threatened you. Shouldn't disrespect you. Because everybody is overstepping the lines. Which is why y'all see, even before this came out, I was on no side. I'm in the middle and I'm calling it how I see it. So I respect this. Good move. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one. All right. Much love and respect, y'all. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross some out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.